Space, time, and matter make evolution splatter. It's Rhyme and Reason 370.
There's a rhyme and reason for your life. There's a rhyme and reason.
Hey there, Tony here, where space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the starship Funderburk. It's time to scatter a little space, time, and matter. I hope you're doing all right, and I haven't talked about this in a little while, but I love this topic, so I want to share a little tidbit about space, time, and matter, and I realize that's not a very deep subject, right? Right. Yeah. Just think about how much space there is out there. But how did it get out there? How much time did it take? And why does it even matter? You know, it's funny, not funny, haha, funny, odd. It's a funny question. Why do space, time, and matter matter? I coined a phrase several years ago, if matter's all there is, then nothing really matters. And that's because it should be self-evident that matter is most certainly not all there is. Case in point, how much matter is found in thoughts about matter? Yeah, not much. In my favorite scientific book on the subject of our origin and origins, the book is called In the Beginning by Dr. Walt Brown. In that book, it says it this way, quoting Dr. Brown, "No scientific theory exists to explain the origin of space, time, or matter, because each is intimately related to or even defined in terms of the others." In other words, they're connected. A satisfactory explanation for the origin of one must also explain the origin of the others. You can't have space and time without matter. I mean, you can't have matter without space and time. I mean, you can't have time and space. See what I'm saying? They're all connected. If there's no time, or time is just a concept, how much time did it take you to think up that concept? I mean, it just boggles the mind. Well, just in case you're one of those billions of people who'd rather leave God out of the equation, consider this. How much time does it take for thinking up those theories? How much time does that take? And how did time come into existence? Was it sitting someplace, waiting for some matter to start taking up space? If so, where did the space come from? And how long was it there? Or is there any way to know how long if time didn't exist yet? See what I mean? How it's all connected? I mean, if you want to try to separate the three, that's an exercise in futility is what that is. It's an insane endeavor. You can't do it. You'll go insane. Actually, the people who are trying real hard to do that, I think they're insane already. They're not going. They're there. They've been there. Well, thankfully, you don't have to trust in random circumstances with no guidance. Thankfully, none of us have to rely on that. You're not forced to accept theories that have been shredded to pieces by actual evidence. Thank God for that. But you can choose to do that. So many, like I said, billions, they do. I recommend you don't choose to do that, because I'm confident, and I mean beyond a shadow of a doubt, that you'll regret that choice. And you'll regret it forever. And you know what forever is? It's a mighty long time. And you're going to be somewhere. And it's not going to be space, the final frontier. And it's all so avoidable. Why do space, time, and matter matter? I mean, is it all just some idle chatter? No. You'll be in for certain hurtin' if you don't raise the blinding curtain. You will see the Creator later. Put your trust in the mediator. All right. Some space, time, and matter deep thoughts. Brought to you by TonyFunderburk.com, where there's lots of deep thoughts, plenty of words and music, merch, and books, and all kinds of things over there. there's tons and tons of free stuff. If you start digging through TonyFunderburk.com, you could put together, I don't know, several albums of music. You might not like it because it's mine, but, then again, you might go, wow, this guy is a brilliant genius. Why is he not on all the airwaves? I mean, am I the only one that thinks this? I'm just in a mood today, aren't I? Well, thank you so much for being there. It really does mean the world to me that you tune in and that you're telling people about this little Rhyme and Reason podcast. I am seeing growth that is very warming to my heart. I appreciate it so much. And until next time, remember, there is a life. Until next time, there is a life. Okay, I have a life. You have a life. Yay! Anyway, there is... I can't even talk. Rhyme. Oh, no, he can't get out. He's stuck. He can't finish this. What are we going to do? Why do we have to keep listening to this? Turn it off, honey. Turn it off. Okay. Remember, life does have rhyme and reason because God made you.
There's a